Okay, so the project at hand starting today is to get that in there and start unhooking the engine. So we're going to put the little 331 back in it for hopefully next week at Island Dragway. We'll see what happens. I'm going to just go easy. It's Labor Day. I'm supposed to not be laboring. I should be, no, I am taking it easy, but my OCD gets the best of me. So, and my ADD. It's a beautiful day. I gotta fix a tire on the trailer. It's got a little slow leak. I gotta clean all the sheet metal out of here. I have a complete floor set up in here for Chris's Chevelle, plus a stainless steel fuel tank. I might try to clean the trunk out of his car today and set this in there and mark it out. We'll see. See how far I get, because I do have to work on this. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. I got a few things going on, and I don't know how I want to get this engine swapped out before Friday. Would be nice. At least have it running Friday night. Get it loaded, get it hooked up, and ready for, I believe it's Sunday. So next Sunday. Let's see what happens. So let me get this thing moved around. Oh, you got to see this. So obviously I have a race car dog now. I come over to my car, the left door was open. And Mr. Panzer is in here, sitting in the back. What do you want to go for a ride? Huh? And go for a ride? So anyway, you can stay in there. I'm gonna roll the window down. Oh, Maggie heard me. No, Maggie. Hold on, Maggie. No, your brother's gonna, I don't know. Maybe I can put you on the passenger side. What do you think? You wanna go around the other side? All right, hold on. All right, hold on here a second, girl. Let me move my helmet. Come on, Maggie, get in. You can get in. Go ahead, go on, get in. We'll go for a ride? The bar doesn't move. You too big for that? All right, well, you're gonna have to watch then. Sorry, honey. You got in there last year. Unfortunately, you put on a few pounds. Now you want to get in? Okay. All right, get in. Get in. Get in. Maggie, you can't sit in my seat. I gotta move the car. Oh my God. All right, so we have race car dogs. Well, we knew this one was right here. This ought to be fun. Steering in this thing sucks. The shaking. Kind of holding the camera and trying to drive this thing. So it's a very, very poor turning radius, and it's got a locked axle, so it doesn't really turn all that great. So it's kind of like whatever that movie is in the car. Where you going, puppy? Now I gotta squeeze between the Granada and the Chevelle. Give me some grease, because I'm coming through. Pucker up, boys and girls. We got this. They didn't give me a CDL for nothing. There we go. Let me shut my fuel pump off. Shut it off here. So you look at this guy. Are you comfortable back there? I know Maggie likes this, huh? Maggie likes the race car. She drove around Atco with that. And then you are already comfortable, huh? Yeah. All right, here, give me that. And I'll have to let you out this side. Hold on, hold on. Oh my, my, my. Ugh. It's not fucking. Yeah, this would have been back. All right, come on out, kid. Let me move this. Hold on. You guys are gonna lay in there or what? I'm gonna stay in there. All right, well, you can get out whenever you want. There you are. Come on. Come on, Maggie. Show your sister how to get out. Don't, oh, I thought you were gonna land on him. All right, we're good. We'll kill this for the last time on this engine. And we are going to close this up. I'll push this where it needs to go. I just wanted to put it, no. I wanted to clean this shop up. And that little 331 right there I ran 2 seasons ago, which got me through many, many rounds and finals and semifinals. That's going back in the car for now until I get a big block. So it's a 331 or a 327. It's a 331 now with a dual quad tunnel ram, roller cam, 11-to-1. She's a runner. All right, so I'm gonna get some stuff squared away around here. All right, so now after that's done, the kids want to go. Pansy, you get the funniest look on your face when you want to go. Yeah, right. Maggie's like, yeah, just get on with it already. So anyway, we got the car in here now. We're gonna set up on the lift and pop this hood open. I'm gonna start draining the water out of this thing and unhooking some electrical stuffs. And yeah, we're gonna get that engine out. I didn't have any luck with that thing. We went to Cecil in the beginning of the year and I went 1250s with a single carburetor on it, and the car just makes no low end. It's got a good flowing set of heads on it, a decent cam. It's just made for top end. It does not have any low end, which I mean by low end is no getting off the line, even with 456s in it, and 5500 stall converter on a trans brake. She don't want to leave. And I have adjusted the suspension. It ain't spinning, it just ain't making anything down low. And I degreed the cam twice in this thing. Tried to bring it down to as low as I can get it without clearance problems. And yeah. So that engine there, I'll probably take the heads of cam and the top end off of it and put it on. I got a 355 I want to build for this thing. And put a little nitrous on it and spray the living snot out of it someday. But unfortunately, we need a track that's close to play that game anymore. But all right, here we go. All right, watch out, kids. Panzer, thank you. Get it close. Yep. All 3,700 pounds of it. Now I gotta play the game with this lift. I think I gotta put blocks in between this because the chassis up there so far. So. This is like deja vu over and over again. I'll ruin the header. Ooh, that was close. Really? Ooh. This thing ain't been open in a while. Oh, you're gonna have to move, pup. You're both gonna have to move because you're gonna be in the way. I hate to say that, but alright. She's still a little warm yet. Look at a bucket and drain the water out of this thing. Take the headers off. Oh, I don't want to do this again. This feels like I've been doing this over and over and over again. Bring it in here. It's not bad, it's just, I've done this motor, well not this motor, but I've changed engines in this so many times. Big block, small block, big block, small block, big block, small block. You get the point. So you undo all the headers, doing the fan, pulleys, drain everything, undo the lines, undo the fuel lines, pull the distributor out. That's the biggest pain in the butt. That distributor. Motor has to be forward to get that thing out of there. I could do it with the cap off, but pull the wires off, undo the converter, support the trans, undo the bell housing, spread that apart and out, and it's got to be like just fits between here and here. And I've dinged the other side. You get caught on this thing. It's not that, well, if I had two people, I would probably take this, unplug this harness, pull those pins and take the hood off, but I don't have help, so I'm just gonna go. If somebody happens to show up and wants to work, I'll pay him beer. So, all right, let's get to getting. You know, I just cleaned up my cart that I was working on Chris's car. All the tools that were in there and just put them all away. Now I gotta go get them again. Oh well, they got cleaned, they got put away, so I can start with some easy stuff like, let's pull this linkage off of here. Let's see. Oh, you're gonna be a pain first off. Come on. Oh wow, okay. What next? I give up. I gotta go get tools. I think I'll start on these header bolts. Oh, these are nice and tight still. Good. I can't get to them. Three-eighths. I'll get to the ones I got to use a wrench on first. Oh, and this one doesn't want to cooperate. There it goes. We'll do the wrench ones first, and we'll do the ratchet, the socket ones second. So, well, I gotta watch this car's trying to roll. Still in neutral. It's on the ground, but it's not quite on the lift. There. I can almost do this with my eyes closed. Big block's a little different. I have to change everything over, but I have a box that just says big block gas or swap. And it's all in my arsenal back there. And it's got an electric water pump in it. Actually, no, it does have two water pumps. It has a mechanical and electric. I think if I go big block, I'm going electric. I kind of like that. Especially between rounds, you can cool them down faster. You can circulate the water and cool it at the same time instead of just cooling the radiator with a fan, then start it back up to circulate it. I mean, it works, but here's our dipstick. All's nice and clean. Smells a little like raised gas, but they all do. You run them for a couple passes, and that's what they do. Yeah. Like, ow! Not getting that one with a ratchet. Boy, it'd be nice if somebody would come over today. Usually people are coming in all the time. I'll put them to work. Pay them beer. If you don't drink, then you can have some water. I'll tell you what, I'll give you some sodas if you like. If you're really feeling adventurous. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff done on Chris's Chevelle. And for those of you who know what I'm talking about, the 71 Chevelle SS out there. Just at a standstill right now. Chris has got some things going on in his life right now. I'll let him say that. Nothing bad. It's all good. It's all good. So the Chevelle is kind of not a priority, and I don't blame him, but we're still moving right along. He's just a text message away from me. So okay, we got all but the end bolts out, which I'm going to leave it there. Now I'm going to pull all my wires off. Debating whether I should pull the spark plugs out so I don't break them off when the header drops down. Let me go to that side and pull all those bolts out. Alright. As you can see, some of these are a little bit real close to the tube, and you have to use an open end wrench on them. Can't get a socket or a box wrench on them, so if you do them first, usually get them a couple times. Usually you always keep an extra wrench in your hand because you know you're going to drop one. Unfortunately, I think that was 7/16 and this is 3/8. Dang it. Yep. Down, dive. All right. Ooh, this one's a tough one here. Ooh. Race car stuff. Changing engines used to be a lot of fun. I don't know, I guess you do them after so many times, you're like, you get numb to it in a way, but then you get tired of it. Just get plain tired of it. But it's worth it in the end. The satisfaction of getting to go down the track and compete with your friends and maybe win some money or a trophy or something. It's always cool. And putting on a good show. This one's 3/8. Putting on a good show. That's kind of what it's about. Nope, that's not 3/8. My eyesight's failing here. I need my glasses. I've been doing this gasser racing with the East Coast gassers since 2005, 2006. So I built the car in 5. Yeah. 2005 I believe it was. And then I ran with them guys for a bunch of time and I kind of took a break. I went off my own. I did my own racing with other stuff and this. I bought a tube chassis car and that was nothing but headaches and work and money. And I kind of let that go. Kind of regret it, but not. It was just a money pit. It was a 69 Chevelle 300 tube chassis car, big tire. It was beautiful. 598 big block with a automatic 9-inch Ford. I was 851 at 150 or no 8 I forget 8 something, mid 8s at 150 some mile an hour. It was fun, but it was just not work and money. Not saying that these ain't, but when you get into the big cubic dollars and you break them, then you're like, oh wait, hold on, mid-season can't quit now. Damn, Jack, you're a mess. Holy crap. Ah. All right, I'm gonna go over and get a spark plug socket. Or just a socket. Let me just see if you ever noticed I got my safety sandals on today. Might drop a spark plug on my foot. Loosen all these up. I did turn the power off, I think. Yeah, I did, that's right. Ooh, they're dirty. This thing was running a little rich. I know this thing wasn't tuned correctly. I'm sure I could have went lower 12s, but I was just so aggravated. I never get aggravated and not like just, I forget, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. I just didn't want to do it no more. All right, those plugs are out. I guess we could drop this header. I'm gonna go to the other side. I'm gonna get a socket for that because that's way in the back. So let me see. Let me get the other side. I'm gonna work my way around. All right. The nice part about this, you can get the stuff. Oh, break knuckles too. Oh wow. That's too close to something to break a knuckle. Wow. What did I have my spinach that day I put that plug in? Wow. Guess I'm just trying not to bust my knuckles. Nope, wrong way. Nope, right way. Come on, Ratchet, make up your mind. Oh, there you go. Oh, man, that was close. Yep, last spark plug. Nope. Well, this is number 1. And these plugs are dark too, but they loaded up from here from the trailer to here. This thing eats a lot of fuel. It's a big camshaft in it, so I'm just gonna lay everything up here now. I should get a caddy for it, but I don't. All right, let me get a ratchet and a socket for this, and it makes it easier to take them off. Okay, if that bolt is loose, that go right there. That header is away from there. All right, over to that side. Sorry if you couldn't see me over there. I'm not the prettiest thing to look at anyway, so. Yep. I'm gonna take the back one out first this time and leave the front one. Do that one last. Yep, and the socket just flew off. Oh man, am I in bad shape today or what? Something tells me, I know it's telling me. My mom and dad are telling me, yo, it's Labor Day, you shouldn't be working. Shouldn't be doing this stuff. Well, technically I'm not working. This is a hobby. This is something I love to do. It's my passion. Even though I get aggravated sometimes. No hobby, no passion is without aggravation sometimes, so. All right. I'm gonna make sure I shouldn't turn that power off so I don't hit that wire, which I'm pretty sure I did. I see we had a little leaky there, but these headers aren't the greatest. I have to undo the fuel lines. After that, I think I'm gonna drop this starter out of the way. Get this, hang that up here. Start doing some little stuff, so. All right. All right, so I'm gonna take some of these parts. I'm down here in the back of the parking lot. So they ain't laying up here by the windshield that might possibly fall into something down the cowling. I don't know. The engine, I don't know. I'm dropping things like crazy today, so. All right, let's see. What size is that oil line? That's got to be 9/16. I'm gonna do my oil line. Half. Oh, I got my 9. Can't find my 9. Where'd you go? Nope, that's not it. I had it right here. Oh, here it is. Snake, it would have bit me. Was it? Oh yeah, oil line. I'm gonna do my oil line to my gauge. It's a braided fitting. And the power is off out back. Okay. What I'm gonna do that alternator. Let me grab some tools. I'll sneak in here. Guess we can loosen up the belt. Hello. Ouch. Looks like my belt was getting a little frayed there. That's right, I was supposed to pick a second one up. I didn't do that yet. Darn it. I should have undid that first. This is a 1-wire alternator. Later model. Of course you're not gonna. Come on. Yow! There it goes. I think. Yeah, the whole thing's turning. I hate when that happens. There it goes. It's got a lock washer on there. It doesn't want to cooperate. Did its job though. Alright, so the hot wire is off the back of the alternator. Come on. There we go. I got a ground. That's either 1/2 or 9. There's a ground wire. It goes from the back of the alternator to the chassis. Always got to have your grounds, especially with cables that go from here back to the battery. Without them, you can have all kinds of surges and spikes and weird voltage readings, and ignition systems don't like that, especially the MSD. All right, so we're going to make this alternator go away in a minute. And I don't have my 9/16 gear wrench, which I wish I had, but this isn't too long. There we go. The fun part is catch the spacer and pull out the bolt and hold the alternator. Gotta be ambidextrous. Spacer, bolt, alternator. We'll put this off to the outside. Yeah, just bang your head, dum-dum. That right there on my engine. Let me move you guys over here a bit. so I can not bang my head on the car. I'm gonna pull my safety pins out of my mount. I'll throw that one there. I'll need 3/4 for that. Let me undo, hopefully, these fuel lines. These are gonna be rerouted anyway because we're going back to the little tunnel ram. In fact, I'll just undo them here. Yeah. Oh, fuel. Race case. Yeah, I know. I don't have the fancy schmancy. I need a rag. Yeah, it's done. I don't have the fancy schmancy AN fitting wrench. Crucify me, will you? Of course, the whole giant 1-inch nut wants to turn with the. All right. Let's do it from here then. There we go. A little bit of fuel in the lines. Not bad. Like the other side. Let's get this off of here. Put it in a safe place over here. So none of this stuff is getting lost. Alright, so next I'm going to, just to get this out of the way, the feed line. The whole thing keeps turning. I need 2 wrenches. I'm gonna have to. Usually I get away with it. Let me go get another wrench. This is usually pretty fun. I have to spin it just enough to get it clocked. These are a pain. I might have to go get I have a special wrench just for Holly bowl nuts for this. It's 1-inch. Or I can just unthread the whole dang thing. I hate to do that, but I think I'm gonna have to. I hate taking the bulkhead fitting out of it, but it is what it is. Whoops. Right in my shoe. Well, my sandal. Alright. So I have the little washers there. So yeah, there's a special wrench for this that's offset to get in those corners. I have it, but it's in the trailer. Alright, I think it's Phillips head to take the cap off. We can pull the cap out, the wires, disconnect this distributor, pull the cap, and I gotta go get a pan, drain the water out of here because I want to start undoing the temperature line, the hoses. I just want to get everything unbolted for today, call night, and I'm gonna go back in that hammock and I'm gonna drink me some beverages and enjoy myself for the rest of the day. All right, so we're at the point. Water's been draining. Motor mount bolts are out. The coil is inside the car and it goes to the firewall, so I have to undo that. The wires are undone. I'm going to pull this cap and wires out of here. Let's see how many things we can get snagged on the way out. Come on. All right. We ain't out yet. Come on. Come on now. There we go. Rotor and wires, or cap wires. Captain wires. Yes, captain wires. Ooh. I think I'm going to need another cap soon. Gee, it's a little funky looking in there. Get some big lightning bolts going through there. Alright, then we got a wire over here for the distributary. MSD distributary. And also I can undo this temperature sender. Oh, of course, yes, the whole thing turned now. Don't you forget it. That's why I bought 2 wrenches. Pipe wrenches, or what do you call them? Fits-alls. There it goes. Didn't take much. Remember to get the insert out of there too. What I do is I just tuck this off behind the master cylinder. Can't put any bends in that. I'm gonna have to probably take that oil fitting out of there with that AN line. I'll have to check the other one, see if that's in there. Well, this thing's almost on top of the center. Let's I'll leave the distributor in there till the last minute, keep the dirt out. I guess I'll pull a water pump off this thing and fan. And a pulley. Make things a little easier to get out. I may even pull the front motor mount once we get it off. But like I say, I'm not going to go too crazy today. Yeah, as you can see, I've been using my noisy air tools, but that's about to change just to take the pump off. I don't feel like wrenching no more. I'm lazy. Air tools have made me lazy. It makes things go faster too, so I'll give it that. So I have to undo this lower alternator bracket, swing it down so I can get to that one bolt right there with a socket. And I'm going to pull this whole thing hopefully as a complete unit. Less I got to take apart, the better. That there's a positive for the alternator. Now I got to undo the hose. Started undoing it, but she's stuck on that aluminum. She's a stuckins. Oh, wow. New stuckins, all right. Wow. I have to go get my hose pick. All right, I got my hose pick. Not my nose pick, my hose pick. That would kind of hurt. Oh boy. Harley's out and barking. That means my kids are going to be over there in a minute. So I got to get under this hose without putting a hole in anything. And try to break this seal. I know this thing was a pain in the butt last time, and it's a game between don't put a hole in the radiator, don't put a hole in the hose, and don't cut yourself on the fan. Yeah, this is not going. I can't get that angle in there. Maybe I'll just undo it at the water pump. Probably, I'm gonna have to undo it there anyway. So that's the fun part, is once they cook themselves on there, especially if there's paint or some residual stuff, they're almost impossible to get off unless you have a pick. Now this I'll probably get a little easier on. There you go, you can hear it stuck to the paint. And look at that, viola. And she's gonna make a big old mess, I can tell you that right now. Maybe. Yeah, it's a short homemade hose, so. All right, it's out of the way. So I'm gonna go get me a socket and a ratchet, and I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna take that water pump off next. Rats. Yeah, I heard enough of that. I'm sorry I had to turn that off, but I did have to use the air ratchet. You know me. I think I got the thing unthreaded completely. Oh, there it is. A couple of threads left, and now it's stuck in the socket. All right, so here comes the fun part. Let's see if we can get this thing out of here without trashing anything, or pinching my fingers or cutting them off. We don't need that today. For real? This came out of here before. It shrouds in the way, that's the problem. It'll come out. Done it before. There we go. There we go. Thank God I cleaned off my bench. Phew. I can actually put stuff up here. That was another reason besides somebody telling me, hey, you need to clean your shop. Which, I know they were kidding. But, yeah, it definitely needed to happen. Let me see if I can get this. Nope, that's all I got out of that. I guess I'll save you guys the noise, and I'm going to take that balance or pulley off with an air ratchet too, because that's a pain. They're recessed in here. Oh, there is even a crank bolt too. I forgot. Dang. Ooh, fast car. So we went by with a hot rod. And yeah, so all right, let me get this pulley off, and I'll leave the motor mount for now till we're ready and we're chained up. I'm gonna take the carburetor off. And put a plate on here and pick it up by the plate. But until then, yeah, I'm gonna do a few things. Alright, so moving right along here, I'm gonna pull this carburetor off. I gotta go get my engine lifting plate too. We'll use that to cover the hole up. Get this carburetor off of here so it don't get damaged. Drain it out, fog it, and put it away for now. I'm sure we'll use it on something else. It's a 750 Harley. It's a double pumper, mechanical secondary. Really needs one of those newer carburetors on it, maybe an ATM or something. I think it would flow a little better. One of those Proforms, they made a difference on a lot of my stuff. Back in the day, they still sell them. I just replaced the called up Summit I used to get, well, even when I went to Maple Grove, the Super Chevy, and they had a guy would sell Proform the body, just the centerpiece of this thing, and we'd change them out over at the motel room while we were staying up there, and we put one of my buddy's Camaro on. He said, man, this car's never had throttle response that nice. And he went ripping down the road and that thing was doing telephone pole length burnouts, and he goes, this thing would never do that. That's how much of a difference it made, because it had what do you call it, removable air bleeds and all the way around, and it flowed better as a unit. It was machined nicely. They were only, back then they were like $100. Now I don't know what they are, but now you can buy the whole carburetor from Proform. All right, so I gotta be careful just picking this up so there's, sometimes you get unlucky and the washer falls down in the hole. So get them up out of the way. We'll take this thing and drain it over a nice clean pan and save the, what is it, $9 a gallon, $10 a gallon fuel. And a little bit counts. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go get my engine lifting plate, which is in my storage room, and I'll be back. Got a bunch of other stuff disconnected and plugged off and things apart. I think I'm gonna go, I had a little bit of a cold snack, and I think I'm gonna grab another. I'm gonna go mow some grass. The dogs are out there bickering. I'm about done working in here. This has been 4 days in here, so. All right, here we are again, deja vu, all again. I should have put hash marks up here, how many times I've changed engines in this thing, from big block to small block to big block to another big block to a smaller big block to a bigger, smaller, smaller, bigger, bigger, big, big, small, big, big block. And I'd probably have, yeah, whatever. So anyway, everything's hooked up. I hope I got the firing order right on this thing. I think it's pretty close. It's got fuel. I see no leaks. We have squirt the carburetors, and I don't have water in it yet. I just want to get this thing to fire up. I want to put a timing light on it, and we'll get this thing set up because it needs to get ready the 28th and 29th. I believe we're going to Beaver Springs for a 2-day race, and I want this thing back up and running one last time this year. So let's get to it. All right, so first thing we're going to do here, I'm going to crank this thing up over and get some oil pressure in it before we give it the beans. And cranking, neutral, park, crank. Well, that didn't take long. Battery's getting weak anyway. We'll let that charge up. It's got plenty of, at least the filter's been full. I never drain the oil in it. It's got fresh oil in it from the last couple of runs on it. I gotta get my jackets cleaned. I gotta clean the inside of this thing. I remind myself to take the two-step out of this if I haven't already, because we're not allowed to run those. So last time I got jammed up doing that. They didn't catch me, but I got out to make a pass and it was on. That wouldn't have went good. All right, so let me see here. I'm gonna give it a little high on the fuel pressure because I had it set for the other one. I have no throttle, so I'm gonna have to do this from outside. I gotta make a new lever arm that goes back and forth. I don't know what I did with the other one, so. Let's see if she kicks off with ignition only. She's gonna need some fuel. Okay, so I'll give her a little bit of juice. See if she lights off just using the ignition. Look at that, lit right off. Well, I didn't have to tune no carburetors, it was already done, so. All right, so now I need to make this arm for the linkage and set the timing, which I could probably do right now. Let me get some water in this thing, get some heat in her, and then I'll set the timing. we go. Runs nice and cool. I have a little issue with the very first carburetor. Accelerator pump isn't on its game. There's a little gap in the spring on the arm. I have to figure out why that's lagging behind. It's a little lazy when you first hit it, but once the RPMs are up and you hit it again, it's got its momentum, and it's got, you know, what do you call that? Not the volume. Oh God, getting out of this thing. Ooh. It's already doing its job. The fuel's flowing past the Venturis, and she's doing what she's supposed to do, but it's just, you crack the throttles. Watch this one. There's a crack it, it's right there. This one, nothing. So there's a gap right there I gotta get rid of. That one don't have it. Looks like I got this one shimmed up, so maybe the shims fell out or it loosened up. So it runs pretty cool. I'm happy with that. I had the timing right on. I just stuck distributor in there, got it close by eye, got lucky. It was all 5 degrees. So we're at 38 right now, total timing. So she sounds really good. Sounds as good the way it was. I really didn't have to touch nothing. I just kind of took it out of the car and drained the fluids out of it, the water out of it, and mothballed it. She's a good little running engine. She ain't fast. She makes about 4 1/4, and it does its job. It goes rounds and goes to the finals. I'm gonna hope to do that the end of this month. Look out, Kevin James. I'm coming for you. Yep, coming for you. You and that Nova. All right, can you hear me now? Got my new Rode Go 2 mic, so hopefully you can hear me better. I hope. Well, bad news, no racing this weekend. They canceled Beaver Springs. I had everything packed up, ready to go, truck hooked up, ready to go, and they canceled it yesterday. So I'm just now, I'm gonna finish off this video and get this up tonight, hopefully, and unpack the stuff I have packed in the trailer, and I don't know, we'll find something to do this weekend. It's supposed to rain today and tomorrow, so it is what it is. We need the rain. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the other side.